here we go for the next part. This should be the last one. Okay, first album I have, Seether, Isolate and Medicate. Okay album. I'd recommend See You at the Bottom or Words as Weapons. Sepultura, Roots, Attitude. I'd recommend that track. Then we have Shady XV. I never got around to listening to all of this album, so. Shinedown, Amaryllis. I would recommend Through the Ghost. And then Threat to Survival. I would recommend. What track was it? Cut the Cord. Skid Row, self-titled, 18 in Life. I definitely recommend that track. If you're into 80s glam metal, or heavy metal, whatever. And then we got Skillet, Awake. I would recommend Awaken Alive. Rise. I'd recommend Not Gonna Die. Slash, Apocalyptic Love. I'd recommend Anastasia. Slayer, definitely need some more of them. Repentless, okay album. I'd recommend When the Stillness Comes. That is a pretty dark song. Then we have Sleeping with Sirens, Madness. I'd go Kick Me. Don't really. And then we get into my Slipknot collection. Self-titled, I'd recommend probably Spit It Out or Only One. Or Wait and Bleed. And then we have Iowa. My track would probably be Left Behind. Volume 3, Subliminal Verses. I would recommend Vermilion, parts 1 and 2. All Hope Is Gone. I'd recommend Snuff. And Point 5, The Great Chapter. I would recommend Kill Pop. Then we get into Smashing Pumpkins, Zeitgeist. This album's okay. I'd recommend Tarantula. Yeah, Tarantula. And then we have Monuments to an Elegy. I would recommend Being Beige. Soundgarden, rest in peace, Chris Cornell again. Bad Motorfinger. I would recommend Jesus Christ Pose or Outshined. And Super Unknown. I'd recommend Fell on Black Days. Stained, Break the Cycle. I recommend what was it called? For You. Stone Temple Pilots, Core, Creep. Stone Temple Pilots, Purple, Vaseline. I'd recommend that track. Stone Sour, Come Whatever May. I'd recommend Through Glass or ZZYZX Road. And their latest album, Hydrograd, I'd recommend probably Fabulous or song number 3, one of the singles. And we got Suicide Squad, the album. I would recommend Heathens, 21 Pilots. And then we have Sum 41, 13 Voices, pretty good album. I'd recommend War. System of a Down, Toxicity. I would recommend either Chop Suey, Toxicity, or Aerials. And then we have Mesmerize. I'd recommend BYOB or Question. And then we have Taylor Swift, Red. I like Taylor Swift, whatever music she's got, except the New Direction's kind of eh. I'm kind of nervous for that one, honestly. Then we have Theory of a Dead Man, Scars and Souvenirs. My track would probably be All or Nothing. And then Theory of a Dead Man, Savages. My recommended track would probably be Salt in the Wound. Then we get to 3 Days Grace, self-titled. I'd recommend Home or Wake Up. 1X, I'd recommend over and over. Transit of Venus, I would recommend Chalk Outline or The High Road, or their Michael Jackson cover, Given to Me. Tool, Enema, I would recommend 46 and 2 and Stinkfist. 21 Pilots, Blurry Face. I'd probably go Heavy Dirty Soul. U2, No Line on the Horizon. Okay album. I only heard Get on Your Boots, so I guess I'd recommend that one. Van Halen, self-titled, Eruption. I love that track. Then we have their newest album, Different Kind of Truth, and I'd recommend Tattoo. Then we have Weezer, self-titled, the Blue Album. I'd recommend Undone, the Sweater Song. Wham, Make It Big, Careless Whisper, of course, 80s. Then we have some Jack White, White Stripes stuff. I have Jack White's Blunderbuss, the White Stripes, White Blood Cells. My second favorite album of all time, which would be Elephant. I'd recommend. Oh yeah, I'd recommend Freedom at 21, Dead Leaves in the Dirty Ground, and Ball and Biscuit. Then we have Get Behind Me, Satan, which I'd recommend Blue Orchid. Who's Next by The Who. My favorite is Behind Blue Eyes. Gretchen Wilson, Here for the Party, title track. Wizard, which is Kid Cudi's band. I don't remember much of this album, honestly, so I don't know what to recommend. One of my contenders for 2017 Album of the Year, the XX, I See You, I'd recommend On Hold. Yellow Card, Ocean Avenue, I'd recommend title track or Only One. Rob Zombie, Hellbilly Deluxe, I'd recommend probably the 30 tracks, Super Beast, Dragula, and Living Dead Girl. Rob Zombie, The Electric Warlocks, Acid Witch, Satanic Orgy Dispenser. Hey, I got it right. I got a free vinyl with this album. So my recommended track is, what was it? Medication for the Melancholy. And then we have Zac Brown Band. What was this one called? Uncaged. I love the song The Wind. I love the Zac Brown Band in general. And then we have Three Doors Down, The Better Life. I definitely recommend Kryptonite or Loser. Three Doors Down, self-titled. I'd recommend It's Not My Time. And then I'd recommend 30 Seconds to Mars, Beautiful Lie. My favorite track is probably The Kill. So now I get into my vinyls. Malvolence, New Year's Day. This one came on blue vinyl, or white vinyl, my bad. Atreyu, Long Live, which this one came on red and blue. I got those at Hot Topic. And then the rest are pretty much black, except for one. Foo Fighters, Saint Cecilia EP. Rob Zombie, Satanic Witch. Muse, Black Holes and Revelations. Tool, Opiate. Slayer, Rain and Blood. The Beatles, Abbey Road. Green Day, Revolution Radio. Metallica, Ride the Lightning. Bring Me the Horizon, that's The Spirit. Deftones, Around the Fur. Mastodon, Crack the Sky. And here's the limited edition one. Prince, Purple Rain on Picture Disc. and Nirvana, Bleach. So that's it for my CD and vinyl collection update. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to be making more content pretty soon, so definitely stick around, and I'll see y'all later.